What have I done?
This is different. So yeah, we usually don't do stuff like this, but I feel it's important to discuss. I feel it's very important to basically expose the stupidity and expose the literal moronic takes that some people have. Look, I'm not one to say that MrBeast is a perfect person.
Oh my God, a human being is not perfect?
I know. But is the man doing more than most of the other creators or other supposed influencers or anything else out there? Yeah, is he doing more to help than any? Yes. For instance, the whole blind thing, curing blindness. If anything, that's not a takedown, or that's not, you look at all the people that he helped, and you look at how many people actually agreed to do interviews. I guarantee you, him and his team asked people, it's like, hey, would you be cool with doing an interview? And I guarantee you, the ones that you saw were the ones who said yes. And I guarantee you, the ones that said no still got the surgery. It's not like, oh, well, you need to agree to do an interview with it if you want to get the surgery. No. Good Lord. And people who are so quick to just jump on somebody because they're popular or because of anything. Look, I get the fact that we live in a society that is imperfect. Guess what? Get used to it, because it's not going away anytime soon until we have like an AI overlord that controls everything and makes it to where everything is perfect and nothing is wrong. That's just the way it's going to be, unfortunately. But in the midst of all of this, in the midst of MrBeast just doing what he does, raising money and spending money to basically benefit the people around him, whether that be his friends, whether that be family members, whether that be soup kitchens, whether that be MrBeast Philanthropy, where he literally dug clean wells so that these people could have clean drinking water, or anything like that. In spite of all of that, you get shit like this.
And I've already read this, which makes it even funnier for what you were just talking about, because that comes up. Not in a positive way.
No, I know. You expect me to read an article from Jezebel about MrBeast and expect it to be positive?
Hey, I just feel like this shit comes from the mind of someone who's like, what can I complain about today?
Oh, yes. So, this is by Kylie Chung, whom I have looked up, and I've seen her profile on Twitter and everything, and she's very proud of the fact that she's an author and a writer for Jezebel, which I'm sure she did great getting her communications degree from whatever the fuck university. And
I have a master's degree in journalism, by the way.
Yes, yes, he does.
This is an opinion piece. This is not journalism.
No.
This is like a blog or something. It's not. You're not supposed to choose a side.
No.
You're supposed to present the facts as they are without bias when you're presenting the news as a journalist. This is 100% opinion.
Yes. So what we have here is, I can't stop hate following MrBeast, the stunt philanthropist YouTuber. Between
first sentence, dude.
The first sentence, the opening sentence, under the it's basically the header under the title. Between his white saviorism and doing anything to go viral, the 24-year-old embodies the worst and most obnoxious aspects of influencer capitalism.
Dude, did you just make that shit up? Did you just make up influencer capitalism? You just took two words that are fucking buzzwords and just went, oh, and you had to point out, yes, he is a man.
Yes, he is white.
Yes, he is white.
Yes.
Is he a savior? For some people, in certain situations,
I'm
I
going to
guess
say,
he
I
very well
guarantee you,
could
all
be.
the people that he fucking cured the blindness of, I guarantee you they're going to see him more as a savior than your wannabe, gotcha ass with this stupid ass article.
Listen, the only people that he cured of blindness that would complain after being able to read this article.
Yeah, they'd read this article and they'd probably go blind
Yeah,
again.
make me blind again. Fuck this.
Exactly. It's just like, Jesus Christ, this is such a bad article. My cataracts is like, oh shit, I'm blind again. I can't see. Jimmy, I need another surgery.
Like, I just love how it's like, let me see how disrespectful I can be in this first opening thing. It's
Yes.
like, there's nothing about this that says anything other than, I'm mad.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm mad and I'm upset that this person is actually making a difference in the world. Meanwhile, I'm writing an angry article on a website that is infamous for being so up its own ass that, honestly, I'm still surprised it's still here. So, It goes over here. We have his thing right here where he's announced that Feastables is in Walmart now. And you look here, some of the Feastables have been taken off, or have been, like, ransacked and been, bought and everything, which is cool. Like, but let's read here.
Well, he was asking for people, if they see it fucked up like that, if they could tidy it up for him.
Yeah.
Which is just like, he has the reach to ask.
Yes, he does.
41 million people saw that. 41,600,000 people saw that.
Yes.
And it's like, what's the point of posting that? To show that if he asks people to help him out, people are like, we appreciate what this guy does so much. Why not?
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah. So we have here, let's read a little bit of this. Influencers are a lot like consultants in some regards. No one really knows exactly what they do, but they're an undeniably sinister. But there's an undeniably sinister air to them. I'm sorry, ma'am, what are you trying to do right now? You're trying to influence people with your article, so you yourself are an influencer. So that undeniable sinister air that you're talking about, I don't have to read too deep into the woods on this one to understand and feel like there's a sinister air to what you're saying here.
Yeah.
I first learned, quite against my will, about MrBeast, the world's most popular YouTuber. Most popular solo YouTuber, because there are other channels out there that have way more subs than him.
And don't mess with the
T-series.
Indian YouTube channels, because they're way more popular than anything.
Yes. Well, there's a billion Indians out there, in India, and all of them are just not they're the internet is really taking off there in such a way that they're discovering YouTube. And it's like, oh shit, okay,
Yeah.
What do you expect? But in January, when he made headlines after paying for 1,000 blind people to have surgery to help them see again, well done, Jimmy. And of course, he filmed every minute. No, he did not. He asked people if they would be comfortable with it.
No. Right. This is the news. This is journalism.
Yes.
This is journalism right here. Why should you have your facts correct?
Oh, yes.
Why would you need to do that?
Oh, where's your cliff note here? Where's your footnote that
Where are the
shows
references for this?
Exactly. Where's it at? Oh, that's right. You don't have any.
Oh, that was an opinion.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he filmed every minute of it and immediately So the whole thing is, Jimmy always asks if people are okay if he films their reaction to being able to see again or anything like that. And if you watched, of the 1,000 people that he healed, we only saw about, 60 of them, maybe 70. The rest of them probably didn't want to be filmed, and he respects that. But at the same time, it doesn't mean you have the right to just say he filmed every minute of it and just had a camera stuffed in their face the whole time. No, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Did you even watch the video? Did you even watch it? So, immediately validating a range of stereotypes about view-thirsty influencers. He also gifted one of them, who was unable to drive for years because of vision problems, with a Tesla. This is the YouTuber shtick. Shocking videos, making a spectacle out of the ostensible charity for his 131 million adoring subscribers. Okay. Am I 100% happy that MrBeast is doing this and that this is the way the world is. No, I'm not. I'm unhappy of the fact that it's a very simple surgery that these people could have, and within like minutes would be able to see again, and it would cure so many vision problems for people out there. But the fact that Jimmy is doing it, and he is putting it on his YouTube channel and raising more money so he can do more stuff like this, how is that wrong? By last week, MrBeast, 24-year-old named Jimmy Donaldson, had wormed his way back to the top of my social media. Wormed his way. Wow.
Right.
Wow. Just like you're worming your way into my freaking ear like an earwig, and you're gonna try and chomp my brain away with this. You're gonna very slowly chip away at my IQ with this brain dead article. It's like, okay. His way back to the top of my social media feeds for a second time since the eye surgery stunt. This time for imploring his vast army of internet disciples to clean up displays of his Feastables chocolate products in Walmart. The directive set off an online firestorm, equal parts mockery and fierce defense. Here was a multimillionaire, his critics said gleefully and unabashedly, calling on supporters, many of whom are children, for free
labor, right? Free labor.
He asked them to do it. It's not like he literally told them you have to do this or you're not a fan. Like, shut up. Some called it a new low for late-stage capitalism. Okay, and yet I was captivated. His many detractors challenged that the latest MrBeast stunt, not by arguing with him, but rather by ruthlessly clowning him. My feed became overrun with tweets from users who claimed to have found and detained Walmart customers messing up his chocolate displays, asking MrBeast what to do with them. Others shared videos or photos of them messing up his chocolate displays, just as a means to get in on what had seemingly become Twitter's inside joke du jour.
Trying so hard.
Oh, wow. Okay. I found myself falling down a rabbit hole into MrBeast's background, trying to decipher what had made this particular influencer especially polarizing. His trolls had made a spectacle of the philanthropic shock jock. Wow.
That doesn't
Shock
even
jock.
make sense.
No. Philanthropic shock jock.
There are so many parallels between MrBeast and Howard Stern. I can just see them all now.
Yeah. MrBeast totally has like people going on to his show and demeaning themselves and, being asked to show their private parts. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And MrBeast asks all of his special guests on there. Yeah. Oh, my God. Perhaps inadvertently advancing his ultimate goal of swallowing up as much of the attention economy as possible. Before long, I found myself converted into a hate follower, pouring through the details of his career, determined to understand his meteoric rise. Oh, is that why you're doing this? You're doing this so that you can understand why he's popular. You're doing this. You're not doing this because of journalistic integrity. You're doing this because you're jealous of him. You're doing this because you are jealous of the fact that
he's successful.
Is successful.
I could have told you that from the first sentence. The first sentence screams, I am jealous of this man.
Yes. And the fact that he's actually making a difference, he's actually doing something with himself and actually doing something with the attention that he's getting, but yet that's not enough for you. Instead, you have to make this all about yourself and about how, I'm tortured because I'm having to suffer through MrBeast's antics. Give me a break. According to Insider, MrBeast's YouTube channel began in earnest with early viral videos that included challenging feats such as reading every word in the dictionary or counting from 0 to 100,000 for 40 straight hours. Here's the thing. I have done live streams before. The longest live stream I have ever done was a 16-hour live stream of Red Dead Redemption 2. And you know what? By the end of the 16 hours, I was done. I couldn't stay up anymore. I couldn't imagine doing something monotonous as counting to 100,000 in 40 straight hours. If anything, that shows you the level of dedication that this guy has to actually committing to the bit and following through with it. Like, who does that? I'll tell you who. Jimmy freaking Donaldson, Mr. Beast, who is actually dedicated and is actually willing to put himself through this stuff because he knows like this is what's going to get him over. This is what's going to make him a sensation so that he can actually do and when he got this success, what did he do with it? Did he rest on his laurels? Did he, just count the money and run?
Did he flex on everybody with it?
Yeah, did he just be like, see how much money I got now from counting to 100,000 and how much you plebs, give me by, no. Instead, you know what he does? He reinvests that money and he gives most of it away. They've actually said he gives away 70% of it. And the rest of it that he keeps goes to the people that he employs. So he's employing a shit ton of people, and he's giving away the vast majority of his money. So, what's wrong with that? He's giving away so much money that he's basically giving more money back to communities than the government could ever take away in taxes. Think about that. Oh, and by the way, he's actually being more efficient. Instead of giving it to a corrupt government that's probably just going to do what the hell ever with his tax money, instead he's actually putting it into the pockets of the people who actually need it. The soup kitchens and all the other food drives that he's committed to. God of mercy. So anyway.
Oh, and he's 24, by the way.
Yes, 24.
24. At 24 years old, I would have never been that person.
No.
I would have probably been dead.
Exactly.
But yeah, we can talk after you get through the rest of this.
Throughout the 2010s, he worked his way up to uploading gaming content for a little bit. Videos roasting other YouTubers. Oh, actually, yeah, he still does MrBeast gaming on a pretty regular basis. His breakthrough came with the aforementioned counting to 100,000 gag. For you to call it a gag is just such an insult. It was a challenge, and he followed through with it. And he built upon that success. I love this little stammering
Dude, that's journalism, bro.
Yeah, it's just he built upon, I could just hear her just I have to make this sentence snap right here because I just mentioned how his breakthrough came. He built upon that, instead of just he built upon that success, he built upon that success. Yeah, you can literally hear her brain just overheating from just how can I make this sentence seem any more pedantic or off-putting that I don't care, even though I do care long enough to write a freaking article this long about MrBeast. Anyway, so going through the same drive-through 1,000 times and giving away basically all the food that he got. Okay. Is apparently proved lucrative for the North Carolina native, who started filming attention-grabbing giveaway videos, so-called philanthropic stunts. In addition to his January eye surgery, his latest video posted this week, MrBeast claimed to have given 20,000 South African children their first pairs of shoes. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with giving these kids something that they would have never have received if it weren't for the advent of MrBeast philanthropy? This latest demonstration of supposed goodwill adequately sums up what makes him so controversial. There it is. There it is. The divisiveness of modern journalism. They always have to bring in the fact that he's white and he is helping people who are. It's he's actually giving people stuff, and letting them live their own lives with this stuff, instead of being I'm going to speak up on behalf of the people who can't speak up for themselves. Oh, I'm showing these people who are being helped by MrBeast that they're actually being oppressed by MrBeast, and I'm the one that's showing them that. I'm the hero. I'm the one that deserves all the attention, not MrBeast, who's actually doing something. Me, who's writing a bullshit article on a bullshit website on some bullshit. So, between the white saviorism and doing anything to go viral, he embodies the worst and most obnoxious aspects of influencer capitalism. Fucking hate that term.
That's so funny.
Other people's lives, struggles, and poverty appear to be a playground for him. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. This level of just vitriol that she is so angry at him about is why?
Could you imagine seeing someone doing something good and getting mad? Can you imagine getting mad about good things happening?
Yes, because I'm seeing it right here.
Yeah. But I mean, as yourself, could you imagine
No.
you feeling these things? It's insane.
Because I would see someone doing something good, and it's like, oh, they're recording it. It's like, oh, yeah, they're recording it, and with all the recordings that they're doing, they are literally reinvesting everything that they're doing. And here's the thing. This isn't some bullshit that I'm pulling out of thin air. He's actually shown on his financial reports how he's done this and why he's done this. Dude, come on. It's like
You're speaking like you're involved in white saviorism right now. You might need to calm down.
I know, right? White saviorism. And I was going to say, this woman is Asian, and isn't there a big thing going right now to have Asians actually seen as white people?
No, there are some people who consider Asians to be white people.
Yeah. And I guarantee you the people who read Jezebel are the same ones who want that kind of shit. So, yeah, apparently, they would see the white saviorism.
But he's still a man, though.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing.
He's ruled out for Jezebel.
God help if he has a fucking Y chromosome.
Yeah.
Anyway, other people's lives, struggles, poverty appear to be a playground for him. A means to a profitable end, all the while raising his profile as a supposed societal benefactor. Yes, he's... Why in quotations? Why in quotations? He's helping people. Oh my gosh. But at the crux of it all, he's profiting off of systematic inequities, making a viral show out of others' suffering for his followers' consumption, and doing so for his own enrichment. No research, zero research, no cliff notes, no footnotes, no sources or anything on this shit.
You can't even click links to this shit.
Yeah, look. Yeah.
There are no links to that.
Yeah, right here. See what this is. Okay, that's just a tweet.
Where he claimed to have given.
But he actually did. Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm reminded of the above viral tweet from 2020, which some have likened to a summary of MrBeast's business model. Every heartwarming human interest story in America is like, he raised $20,000 to keep 20 orphans from being crushed in the orphan crushing machine.
What?
Wow. Wait, hold on. The viral tweet, which has 2.2 thousand likes.
Damn, I didn't know viral. Every single one of my YouTube videos is viral, dude.
I know, dude. It's like all my videos. They're viral 5 times over on this shit.
I know, but that's like my normal view count. I must be viral, dude.
Oh yeah,
shit.
absolutely.
I didn't even know.
Be super viral, dude.
I thought I was like a scrub, but now I know. Thank you for enlightening me, ma'am.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's like the orphan crushing machine, and then he never asked why an orphan crushing machine exists.
What?
And why you need to pay to prevent it from being. Oh my god! Oh my god.
If he thinks it's a good idea that people are blind and poor and shit, why is he doing stuff to fix that for them?
Oh, God.
Why would he be doing things to help people if he thought what the conditions that were already existing were a good thing?
Ooh.
Do you think that this man does not question why this shit is going on in the world? And instead of continuing to, if he really wanted to keep doing what he was doing, he could have flicked 100 boogers in a video.
Yeah.
He could. There was a point where he got so popular, he could have made videos about anything and made just as much money.
Easily.
He does not have to make videos helping people.
No.
He did not get famous, and you even said it already in the article, making videos to help people. After achieving success, he then decided to go into the business of making videos helping people after he didn't need to anymore. Yes. He didn't even need to make videos anymore.
Nope.
But he continued to make them doing shit that helped people. And he's 24 fucking years old. He's 24 years old.
Yeah. The dude's super young. And he's accomplished way more than you or I ever did when by the time we were 24. Dude, by the time we were 24, like how many times did we fail in our ventures?
I was in the military.
Yeah.
Okay? This motherfucker... I mean, it wasn't even a decade ago he was a child.
Yes. He was a kid. He was 14.
Please. Please.
Oh my gosh.
Please. Stop playing yourself.
Anyway, let's finish this up. MrBeast is a stunt philanthropist, a title that simply shouldn't exist. You're right, it shouldn't exist.
Because you just made it up.
Because that's not what he is.
He just made it up.
Moron. And wouldn't under a healthy, humane economic system. Oh my gosh! So yeah, the system is broken. So MrBeast is the enemy.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say that the system that we have in this country is
horrible.
It's
there's not a good one on the planet. That's the sad thing. Humanity has failed in a lot of ways.
Well, and it's because we are the most inefficient animals on Earth.
Yeah,
that's the truth. We are the most inefficient creatures that live on Earth. I mean, hell, the sloth is more efficient than we are. Imagine that. Like actually take that into account. There are over 7 billion of us right now. Actually, I think maybe there's over 8 billion right now. I don't know. I haven't looked in a while. But everyone wants to sit here and complain about the system that they're in right now. And look, am I saying that you just need to, grow up and get over it, just like, embrace the system and all that? To a certain extent, yes, but that doesn't mean you need to be happy about it. But it doesn't mean you need to blame someone who's actually playing the system and is actually using this money. Because here's the thing, let me actually walk you through the process of all the stuff that he's how he's actually taking this money. This money, which by the way is being spent by companies who literally have so much money at their disposal, they are giving money away to YouTube to advertise. Do you know how much money you have to advertise on that level? These companies, Amazon, freaking like all the banks out there, all these like car companies and everything like that, who are advertising here on YouTube, are literally giving money that they have in excess to YouTube to advertise, and instead of getting that money and just spending it on himself all the time, and just like buying houses and buying like all this
like fucking
shit.
Little Pump, who you probably don't say shit about.
Oh no, you wouldn't say a damn word about Lil Pump. But because MrBeast is actually doing something to play the system to benefit not just himself, but everyone else that he has helped pull out of the pit that life has literally put them in. Because this is the thing, life doesn't stop and feel sorry for you. Life doesn't make you feel like life isn't going to just the world's not going to stop turning and let you feel sorry for yourself. The world keeps on turning. It is a cruel fact of life, and it is a cruel fact of the world that we live in. And you can blame the patriarchy, you can blame whatever you want, but it's an immutable fact that this world's just going to keep on turning, the universe is just going to keep on moving around you, and the only thing that you can do is shut up, get over it, and do something about it.
Well, enjoy your life.
Yes,
the best
enjoy
that you
life.
can.
And enjoy life, and try not to make enemies of everybody. Instead, why not try and make everyone's lives better? Like, help people, pay it forward, do something measurable with your life that's actually going to make an impact and is going to make someone's life better. For instance, I do speaking arrangements at schools. In our schools in this area, I speak to kids who are from at-risk homes. These kids are from very bad homes, and I give them and I show them hey, I do this for a living. I'm a YouTuber for a living, and although I'm not MrBeast, I'm not any huge famous YouTuber or anything like that, but these kids, I talk to them and they see the fact that I'm from this area, very poor, traditionally poor area, and they get hopeful. They get and I try to bring their lives up and make them smile and ask them have them ask me questions and everything like that. I try to engage with them and treat them well and try to bring their spirits up and all that. Whereas instead, all you're trying to do right now is bring everyone's spirits down and try and tear down someone who by no means is perfect. Mr. Beast has made mistakes, all right? Mr. Beast has done things that, honestly, I don't agree with, but...
By the way, he's 24.
Yeah, he's 24. But he's done all these things, and I'd say he's a damn sight better at, like, this shit than most people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would say out of the most altruistic people on the internet right now, I'd say Mr. Beast is at the top.
Yeah.
Because of just how much he does and how much he gives away. But let's finish this up. The YouTuber's whole thing is engaging in seemingly benign acts, all under highly questionable circumstances, and all ultimately for his own advancement.
This is opinion.
Yes.
This is
strictly
totally opinion, yeah.
The entire philanthropic stunt, God, YouTube genre, like, he's not Sam Pepper. He's not prank versus prank.
Yeah.
Jesus, are you listening to yourself? YouTube genre has only existed in the context of an American wasteland of economic suffering. Economic suffering. You think we have economic suffering? Go to Zimbabwe and tell me we got economic. We have problems here, but we are by no means economically suffering like most countries out there. Mm-hmm. So get off your high horse and stop pretending that America is like a wasteland. We're not a wasteland. We have bad parts, yes, but we are much better off than
as
most
a
other
whole.
places in the
Yeah,
world.
if you're taking the entire country into consideration, yeah, it's doing a lot better than pretty much everywhere else. So.
Most places, yes.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not a fan, by the way, just so you know.
Me neither. I'm not a fan of like how our government's doing shit.
I'm not a fan of our government or Mr. Beast, so there's that.
Yeah. There's no incentive for Mr. Beast to meaningfully engage with or address inequality when his business relies on it to operate. And through it all, I can't stop hate following. I've never seen a more stark, cartoonish example of just how bleak our economic reality truly is.
One of the smartest guys that I know, one of the sweetest, most awesome people that I know, Will Gobb.
Yeah.
Who's a minister at the church that I grew up in. And, you know, I have a really big problem with the church. I'm no longer involved in the church. A battle to keep my religion is one that rages inside of me at all times.
Yes.
But he is one of the best human beings I've ever met in my entire life. And if you look up like what Christians are supposed to be, he's pretty much the prime example of that.
Yes.
All right. This guy told me when I first started seeing shit like Mr. Beast does, I was like, this is exploitive. It takes advantage of people who are in bad situations, and it makes them, they're not going to turn down a sandwich. They're not going to turn down money because they're hurting. And he was like, so are you mad because of the person being exploited, or are you mad because these videos are popular? And I was like, well, I'm mad because I feel like these people are taking advantage of like homeless people and stuff, putting them on camera. And he was like, if you knew that man was not going to get a sandwich unless the cameras were on, would you turn the cameras off? And I was like, damn. I would not. I wouldn't. If I knew that hungry person was going to either be filmed or not get fed, I would keep the cameras on. The world operates in this way, and it's disgusting. I agree 100% with the point in this article that it is gross that shit that he does is as big of a deal as it is because of the circumstances that people are in. That sucks. Yeah. I think it's hard to argue anything but that. But you can't say that this guy who did not make his career off this shit, who then decided to use what he wasn't just going to stop making content.
No.
He just started doing stuff that benefited other people while making content at the same time. He could have very well went out and been like, today we're going to buy 3 Ferraris for my garage and I'm going to keep them all, and gotten just as many views.
Yes, he could have.
And he doesn't.
No.
So for me, at 24 years old, to have the foresight, the empathy, and the want and will to do good things for people is fucking awesome.
Yes.
I don't watch Mr. Beast videos. I don't care for them. It's okay. I see what the appeal is, but just for me, it doesn't interest me. But I'm not going to sit here and think that it's cool for somebody to call him being involved in white saviorism and being obnoxious, and that he's the big evil devil of influencer capitalism and all this shit, when there are so many worse people out here in the entertainment business that she probably listens to their music, probably is all about these people bragging about having Gucci and all this shit.
Hey, Kylie, are you a fan of Cardi B? Because she basically does the same thing that Bill Cosby did. 100%.
Well, what about the Jack Harlow guy?
Oh, yeah.
This Jack Harlow guy and shit, and the stuff that he talks about. I mean, it's just gross-ass lifestyles, flexing on people. It's all about posturing and flexing on people and shit. This guy's just out here trying to fucking help. He could be flexing. That's my point. He's 24 years old and has more money than almost fucking anybody. How many 24-year-olds have the money he has? People in his age range. I mean, it's got to be 0.000001.
Yes.
Like, it's got to be so small. And instead of sitting around being like, I'm counting my Benjamins and I'm going to laugh at you poor motherfuckers all day, he's helping in a massive way.
Yeah, he literally got offered $1 billion for his business.
In a massive way. Yeah. He could literally do nothing but get his rocks off for the rest of his life. Period. And instead, he helps people.
Yes.
So you can aim this. You could stick so many toxic, ugly, awful people in this article instead of him.
Yes.
And I just don't, for the life of me, understand why the fuck you would do this, write something like this about him in particular.
Because it's going to get clicks because of his popularity. That's it. The only reason I ever saw this shit, Kylie, is because MrBeast's name was on it. Yes.
Not because of yours.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, and look who's chasing headlines. Mm-hmm. Look who's chasing, you're worse than the ambulance chasers that you find at freaking hospitals looking for a cheap snuff story to write.
I mean, this is just haters. This is haters. This is all haters. I am interested in what the comments say.
I am too. Let's scope a few out. Here we go.
Oh my God!
Orphan crushing machine provides valuable
troll at the top.
revenue to our community.
Troll
Why do you
at the
hate
top.
job creators? I shouldn't have laughed so much at this because let's face it, we're not far off from being used as a legitimate art. Soylent Green is people after all. Oh my gosh! I tell you, but even the regular old philanthropy tends to end in self-enrichment or gratification.
Yeah.
Not to go all altruism isn't real, just most large philanthropic efforts tend to be used as a way for the wealthy to pay less of a tax burden. Well, if he's giving away 70% of his income, and he would instead be paying, 55% in taxes, but yet he's actually giving it away to actual things that matter, soup kitchens and food, food drives and all that, where it's actually making a difference instead of going into the pockets of corrupt politicians who, by the way, the homeless situation in California that people are so adamant to, it's we want to help these people. We want to help these people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they've allocated, I think it's how many billions of dollars to help these people? How much of it's actually gone to help the homeless? Oh, that's right. 0, because the corrupt politicians in every level of the California government wants their piece of the pie. That's it.
Yep. Now, did you see what if this were a rich white woman trying to sell a book, Jezebel would be entirely uncritical. Oh.
So, faux philanthropy. Oh, were those people not really blind or something?
Come on, dude. So even the comment section in here is just get shit on, dude.
Yes, he's helping people.
Yeah.
There's a little scare quotes, hand waves thing of doing a lot of work. Using quotes around the word helping is suspicious. Yes, it is. That's what I was complaining about.
Yeah, this is a really shit article.
It is.
It's an opinion piece, and
is.
it's a terrible hot take, is what
Very
it is.
terrible hot
And you know
take.
where it came from? She saw people shitting on MrBeast on Twitter, and was like,
decided she-
"Oh, I'm gonna write this article for these people," and
Yeah.
none of them showed up.
Yes.
And then you're out here pissing
How
in
does
the
it feel?
wind, looking like an idiot because someone's out here trying to do good shit that doesn't have to, and you're complaining about it. Get fucked.
How's it feel? How's it feel knowing that you failed as a writer? You have failed. You have failed the vibe check. Dear Lord. All right. I'm done. I'm done tearing this apart. I have nothing else to say except for, Kylie, seek a different career. You're a terrible writer. There we go. That's all I got to say. Anyway, until next time, everybody. Signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Chad.
Fuck Jezebel.